Hello friends. It's been a hot second and I want to talk to you today about why. It pains me to admit this, but I think I'm burnt out. I know. I was dreading this day, but I am finally burnt out of Animal Crossing yet again. I think over the past couple of weeks, I just really haven't reached for the game. There's been other games and TV shows and books that have just taken my fancy a little bit more than New Horizons, and I always knew that this was going to happen because it does all the time. It's why whenever I'm in that Animal Crossing New Horizons zone, I dedicate everything to it because I know it's not going to last for very long. Yeah, I thought that this phase would last a little bit longer as it's only been just over a month since the 3.0 update came out. Obviously, if you watched my last video, you know my thoughts on it. It felt quite lackluster to me personally. And I just I just got bored again, I think, if I'm totally honest. But anyway, we're here today so I can show you the progress that I did make on my island, because I have still played the game here and there every other day or so. So I wanted to show you what I have done. A few videos ago now, I spoke about how I decided on my island theme and that it was going to be a recreation of my pandemic 2020 normcore island, but in spring, with some minor changes because it was a little bit cringy, I won't lie. And I feel like I kind of did everything that I wanted to do, but now have all of this space left that I just don't really know what to do with. So I've dabbled here and there. Let's go take a look, and hopefully you guys can give me some ideas of what to do next. Let's start here. My resident services. I hate everything about it. It feels so out of place and just thrown in the middle, and I can't figure out how to make it work with what I've placed around it, and just I really don't like it. And I think that this is my biggest struggle right now, is trying to make it look good, because I sort of put this back here as a border, but it just doesn't quite look the way that I want it to look. And I hate the front of it. I swapped out the plant partitions for hedges. I hate it. I've tried looking on Pinterest for inspiration and YouTube videos, and I just can't find anything, and I'm struggling here. So, but this is all stuff that you've seen before. So obviously my entrance is exactly the same. Resident services is the same. Making your way to the left and you've got Nook's Cranny. The only thing that I've changed here is swapping out. I had a dirt path going along here, and I swapped it out for this stone just because I felt like it kind of didn't mesh very well together. Along here we've got the Able sisters, again all exactly the same. This is a build that we did in a video a few weeks ago, still the same. I actually really like this part of the island. I think it's very cute. Up here again, this was all exactly the same. I added this little sign post which I thought was pretty cute. But up to the top here, you've got a little Zelda area, which I do also really like. I've not really felt the need to touch it. So I think that will be pretty cool when the cherry blossoms come in. Up here, we have my complex, I guess, of villager homes. Raymond moved in. I don't know if you knew that, but he turned up on my campsite one day, and I figured I've got to take him because this is a blessing from above. So we have Raymond now. I guess, do you guys want to see my villagers? So we have Plucky, who I really want to go, but she just won't. We have Zucker, Coco, Francine, Muffy, Raymond. Anchor was one as well who moved in randomly. I think Apollo left the island and Anchor filled the spot because I forgot to go villager hunting, which what? Goldie, Julian, and Minoru. The two... I'd be okay if Zucker, Plucky, and Julian wanted to leave. So, but aside from that, I feel like I've got a really good lineup of fun villager favorites, which kind of fits into the normcore theme that I was going for. But anyway, this is my villager complex. It's just in a square. This was something that I replicated from my old island, but I just have decorated it slightly different. I think previously each of the villager houses had their own little garden area that was tailored to them, whereas this time I've gone for something a little bit more neutral, natural kind of vibes. I actually took inspiration from a TikTok video that I saw, which I will pop on the screen now. This is something that I've done recently. It took me a couple of days, I think, but I really like how it turned out. Just this little walkway with the flowers and the stones. There's so much like greenery, and it just, I think it looks really cool. And it continues all the way up here to my secret beach, which I've never had access to my secret beach because my builds have just never like worked out that way. So I really like that. Hi, Raymond. And then over here is my little farm area, which again, I mean, I really wanted somewhere where everything could just be available. So I now have each of the fruit trees planted apart from coconuts. I still need to get more vegetables to fill up all this space. But yeah, the idea was that if I needed stuff for recipes or to sell fruit, whatever, it was all in one space. And then at the front, my vision is to have some of the beehives, bee homes. You know what I mean? The really cringy, everyone wanted them, bee aviary type things. To go here with lots of like flowers and weeds, and to carry on this path along here. Over here is my house up there. Down here, I want it to be like a little garden type thing where I think that might be where I keep some of my flower breeding. I want some of the flower furniture things, so like the little shed thing. Oh my gosh, I don't know what any of it's called, but I can see it. The greenhouse, like some stairs going down, a pergola. But that does mean that I've got this kind of area, which I don't know what to do with, and the same leading along here. So up these stairs is my house. Welcome. This is a replication again of my old island. It's a little bit bigger in terms of space, but layout wise it's pretty much the exact same. I just haven't got around to decorating yet. But again, down here I need to figure out something to make it flow quite nicely. I really just like that little flower trail that I did, but I can't have that across the whole island. I mean, I could, but it might look a bit crazy. The museum, we did that in one of my very first build videos, I believe. That has stayed the exact same. And all of my flower breeding is now down here, and it is absolutely crazy. But look at all these green mums that I have. I'm so proud of them. These are my babies. It's just so cool because I've never had green mums before, and I get the hype now. I get why everyone loves them so much, because they are a great flower. Yes, I do have a vision for over here. So the campsite is going to be moved. I suppose I do need to figure out where the campsite is going to go. Kind of forgot about that. But obviously, so we've got resident services, the museum at the top, Nook's Cranny is nearby. I wanted this to feel like a central space for any of the tourists or the villagers. So I wanted to create like a little flea market, car boot sale kind of thing. So I've got some stalls, probably have some cars, some like roadworks or something, and have it be where, as cringe as this may be, my extra DIYs could stay there, some of the stuff that I don't really want anymore, some backup materials, things like that. Just, you know, your typical flea market style kind of area. But obviously it is a huge area to do, so I don't know if it's going to be enough. And then this is all pretty much the same, and that leads us straight back to resident services. So as you can see, I've got a lot of like emptiness. I've got this huge area over here. I suppose the campsite might be good to go over here actually, but it kind of leads us all the way towards the back of resident services, and it goes all the way down to the back of Nook's Cranny. So it's like a huge area. This is probably 2 or 3 builds across them, and I just don't really know what to do there. And the same for down here alongside our little river build that we did. Don't really know what to put down here. I feel like I've just got so many areas that are just quite large, and I don't know how is going to be best to fill them without it feeling like out of place. I don't think I want to do a park. I feel like I've done a park so many times, and to be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of the stuff, the furniture, the park furniture, because I'm not a kid person in all honesty, but I don't know, maybe I'm gonna have to, just to fill some gaps in. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at the minute. Is, you know, the update came out, the new furniture that came with it isn't enough for me to fill an island with. It's impossible to get onto treasure islands, and you know, say what you will, I'm a dirty little cheater, it's fine. I enjoy the decorating part of this game a lot, but it's hard to decorate when you don't have the furniture. So like, there's little things where I'll see something on TikTok or Pinterest and think, I really want to do that, but I don't have the furniture. I've got no way of getting it. I'm not about to go on Nookazin and try and, you know, bid for it. I don't even know how that works. Yeah, so it's just things aren't happening as quickly, and when decorating is such a huge part of this game, having to wait and play the game naturally, although totally fine, I love playing the game naturally, but when the decorating part is what you want to do, and you can only order 5 items a day from your catalogue, and some stuff you don't even have. There's DIYs that I know that I want, like the bee thing and the decoy duck. I don't have those DIYs. I can't get them. I can't just, you know, magically appear them, unfortunately. So it feels like I'm just at a point where maybe there is decorating that I want to do. I just don't have the materials to decorate with the way that I want to. So I got bored, to put it politely. But yeah, I'd love to know if anyone else is feeling the same way. If anyone is still playing, how are you getting around the burnout feel? And also, if you want to, if you're comfortable with it, please leave your dream addresses down below, because I'd love to tour some islands and take some inspiration. I think maybe as well, if I see some that I really, really like, I'm going to do an island tour video of like your guys' islands. So leave your DAs down below. But all this is to say that I am probably just going to take a little bit of a backseat when it comes to playing Animal Crossing, because life is too short to try and force yourself to play a game if you're just not feeling it right now, and that's okay. I have some other games that I'm playing at the minute. For one, Persona 5, I am loving this game. I'm so glad that I bought it. It's so much fun. I love the story and the characters, and I can't wait to find out more. Also, I'm working on a Stardew Valley video. If you didn't know, I'm doing a typical year in Stardew Valley, but my plan is to get 5 videos out, one for every single season, and then a giant one at the end that combines them all. I have some fun little goals that I'm working towards in that, so hopefully those videos will be out soon. I'm just working really hard on them, and I want them to be really good and high quality for you guys. So yeah, I just wanted to sort of let you guys know how I'm feeling with Animal Crossing right now and sort of where I'm at. You can still find me on social media at Nintendem_ on Instagram specifically. I'm very active on Instagram. I post almost every single day. I'm always on my stories. You guys can DM me. You can chat with me in the comments about games, life, dogs, cats, whatever you want. So you can still find me over there. I just think that videos are just going to be a little bit slow over here for the time being, unless, you know, inspiration strikes and I do something really cool on my island, then you guys will be the first to know. But thanks for sticking around, and have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Mwah! Bye!